In society, I've seen ageing talked about in lots of positive ways, but I think probably many more negative ways.
You have older people represented either as it's time to get your funeral plan together, it's time to realise the equity in your house because effectively you're going to die, or it's you go to the south of Spain and you buy a little villa somewhere or a little house somewhere and you shuffle off and like live there, you're out of sight.
I think our society is quite ageist because some jobs, if you go and apply, they will say like, oh, because they are so aged, they need to be changed. We need young people because they will bring innovative ideas, innovative things. It doesn't work like that.
Having been to some other countries and other cultures like in Asia and in Japan, and the way that they think about elderly or design their communities for the elderly, we're actually miles behind.
There's very, very few accurate representations of old people, and stories that are told all sort of seem to fit into the same grandmotherly or grandfatherly types, or there's sort of the like lonely old person trope.
Ageing depends on your health and also on your finances. If you're not in a good financial position, ageing can impact on you in a very negative way.
I just hope that I've got a sense of purpose and something to look forward to when I'm older, and a reason to get up each day. I do worry a little bit about support and what's going to be there, the network I've got around me in the community and stuff like that.
My views on ageing have changed slightly over time due to what I've been sort of fed on my social media streams. So I've had a lot of things about my own personal ageing, about my hair loss, about my fertility, which I hadn't been subjected to until probably I turned 40 or something like that. So that is put into the forefront of your mind once you pass a certain age, apparently, on Facebook.
You're there trying to impress your bosses so you can get the right job. You're there trying to impress your peers. When you get to a certain age, you just think, I'm done. This is the finished article. So like it or lump it, this is what it is. And that is so liberating. So for me, getting older is liberation.
It would be wonderful if the government could finance lots of different organisations to promote health and activity and positivity in the older generation.
Change has got to come from two fronts. I think older people themselves need to be a lot more visible. There's got to be the recognition from media, a lot more positive roles being shown in media, not just TV advertising, but actually positive roles that come out to show that ageing isn't a bad thing. You know, forget the beauty thing about the wrinkles and stuff like that. Aging's much more than that.
I think a more accurate and a more versatile representation of older people should be seen in all aspects of media. So older people who are still working, older people who are sexually active, older people who maybe never had kids or grandkids but don't feel lonely, who still live very full lives. All of those representations, I think, should be seen a lot more.
We should provide the more freedom. Everybody have different stories, different experience in their life. We can't judge everybody in the same, scenario.
There needs to be a lot more of that, but not just people of prominence. It's got to be recognised that just by getting older, you have a value. The ones that you see on TV are the MPs that you see. You go to hospital, it's the older doctors, the professors. So clearly there's something good there, and that just needs to be harnessed.